Hey guys, today I wanted to do a review for you on the new Kylie concealers. Now, I know that these have had a lot of people talking about them online, and I didn't know if I was going to do this or not, but I had heard through the grapevine that they're very similar to Colourpop No Filter concealers, which if you guys know, one of my favorite concealers. Sorry, I just ran up and down the stairs like 5 times, so I can't breathe. The Colourpop No Filter concealer is sort of hit or miss for a lot of people, but for me, I love it. It just has an amazing coverage, and a lot of people say that it oxidizes on them, which it does. It definitely darkens when it dries down. I don't notice it being that big of an issue on my eyes at all, especially if I blend it in right away. I don't really notice that oxidization issue. So I want to see if there's any of the same issues with this. So today, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be comparing the Kylie concealer to the Colourpop No Filter concealer. I may do another test of this later to see if it compares to the Tarte Shape Tape as well. I think more or less I want to see if this compares to Colourpop because of the direct comparison people are making, saying that they're made in the same factory and that they are the same product. I don't know if that's speculation, hearsay, or if there's any validation to that whatsoever, but we're gonna test it. Before we get into the video, make sure you guys subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put out new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Also, you guys can follow me on all my other social media stuff, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat. Everything is RawBeautyKristi. I'll try to do a wear test on this if I can. It is currently 6:22 p.m. But lately I've been staying up till like about midnight or 1. So hopefully I can get a couple of hours in, like 5 or 6 hours, to see how it wears compared to the Colourpop No Filter. It's not gonna be like a 12-hour wear test, unfortunately. I shouldn't have started filming so late at night, but I could not find any motivation today. I don't know where it went. This is the packaging on the Kylie concealers here. I quite like it. It shows a difference in the shade range. This is the shade Bone. I ordered 2 shades because I wasn't quite sure. From what I understand, Kylie does not have a return policy. If you're going to sell makeup, given that you don't sell it in a store, you need to be able to return it if people don't like it or it's the wrong color. But whatever, I have so much makeup, it's like at this point it doesn't even matter. So I got the shade Bone and Ivory. The top shade is Bone. This one is Ivory. I wasn't quite sure because, you know, when you buy online, how do you know? So here are the shades that I tend to use in the Colourpop concealer. As you can see, the Colourpop concealer does this, and I don't really know what that is, but it's almost like a separation or a little banding that occurs. It happens in all of my colors. I'll show you right here with this one. It's happened pretty heavily. Yeah, you can see that little orange stripe in there. I don't know what that is, but if you mix it up, it tends to go away, but it doesn't look all that appealing. I haven't had any issues with that being a problem, but you never know. So I'm gonna try to find the most similar shades in these two and do a direct comparison. James Charles did one of these where he compared the Kylie to the Shape Tape. I believe he did. And I will link that up here somewhere, so if you guys wanna watch that and see somebody else's opinion on it. I have dry skin. I would say it's dry to normal, but right now we're going through like crispy suds. I think I'm gonna use the color Ivory. Bone looks a little too pinkish. I'm gonna do a little swatchy poo. This is the Kylie concealer here in the shade Ivory. This is the Colourpop No Filter concealer, and that is in the shade Light 20. And I'm gonna let them both dry down so we can see how they change in shade, if they do at all. These are taking quite a while to dry down. You can see the Colourpop one is quite a bit darker, but it was darker initially. So I'm going to put this on pause and I'll be back as soon as these are fully dry. And we're gonna put a fresh coat next to each one to see how much they do dry down. What I find is funny is the concealers came with this. It says here, I couldn't wait to share my new eyeshadows with you. I'm saying it like that because she spelled the word I like that with everything, so it's okay. I hope you adore them as much as I do. I love you. Okay, Kylie, please. I didn't buy eyeshadows. I bought concealers. I find this funny because on a lot of reviews I've done, people will be like, I bought the new Kylie eyeshadows, and be like, I hope you love my new lip kit. And it's like, bro, didn't buy a lip kit. So while I'm waiting for these to dry down, I'm actually gonna do a layer of foundation. I'm gonna put on my favorite foundation, which is the L'Oreal Pro Glow, and then I'll come back and we'll do the whole thing. So I'm gonna come back with the face foundation on, but don't you worry. So the Kylie concealer is not drying down. That's this one here. I went and blew a hairdryer on it. This one is almost fully dry. This one is changing not at all. I don't know if it's not going to dry down or what. So I am gonna put another swipe of it on and we shall see. So that's Colourpop next to Colourpop here. Kylie. As you can tell, they both change color a bit. I may have to use a different color in the no filter. I'm gonna try to get the colors as similar as possible. I may have to end up mixing two shades like this one and this one to sort of get that color there. Price-wise, the Colourpop No Filter concealer is $6. Kylie's is $20. So Colourpop does not do returns, exchanges, or anything as well. However, Colourpop's is so much less expensive that if you do get the wrong shade, it's not as much of a big deal. Like these two Kylie's, if I got the wrong shade, I'm stuck $40 out. But if you get two of Colourpop, you're stuck $12 out. So, you know. All right, so I'm gonna do Kylie on the right side of my face, Colourpop on the left. Right off the bat, I feel like the coverage is quite nice. Color's not too light. I didn't go with like the fair shades, I went with the light shades. So far, I feel like that looks really nice. So let's move into Colourpop now. Now that it's on my face, it doesn't look too different. All right, off of first initial thoughts, I feel like they look exactly the same. I almost feel like I got a little bit better coverage off of Kylie. And I think the initial dry down test is a really good point to note that if these were the same formula, like a lot of people are suggesting that they are the exact same formula and that there is no difference at all between Kylie and between Colourpop. And I would have to say that there is, given that Colourpop does dry down. Kylie doesn't seem to be at all. You can see how it's still wet, but Colourpop, like this one's wet, but it's definitely drying. We don't have the same formula going on here. If they were the same formula, they would dry down the same. These were put on at the exact same moment, like this one here. These have been on for at least 15 minutes on my hand. That one is still wet. This one, totally dry. So if they were the same formula, they'd be performing exactly the same, and they in fact are not. Now, Colourpop appears to be creasing less on my eyelid than Kylie, but I do feel like on the under eye, Kylie looks a little nicer. I'll zoom you guys in so you can see. This is Kylie. I feel like under the eye, looks just a little better. They look very similar. But as of right now, if we're comparing the two blind, if I didn't know which was which, I'd say I like the Kylie side better. The color even is just better. The eyelid, no. But they're both creasing, as you can tell. I need to set my under eyes. So I'm going to set my under eyes with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder, which is what I always do when I bake my under eyes. I'm going to finish the rest of my face in like a chit chat, get ready with me style video, and I will be back. We'll talk about the under eyes, and then we will do a wear test to see if either of these are different. I definitely say they're different. I don't know which I'm gonna like better, but I believe they say it's like light buildable coverage, and I wouldn't call it light at all. I would say that it's at least medium coverage, but I'd say it's more medium to high medium. Very similar to Shapey Tapey. Gotta say, Shape Tape smells amazing compared to these other two. The other two are very, like, Colourpop is actually quite neutral. It hardly smells like anything, whereas Kylie smells a lot like MAC Pro Longwear. This smells like, if you've ever smelled MAC Pro Longwear concealer, how it almost has that latex paint style smell to it. That's what Kylie smells like. And Shape Tape kind of smells like citrus. Yeah, citrus. I'm gonna tap out my eyelids so we get the creases out of here. Gently tap under there. I do this with every single concealer, so if you're new here or if you've never seen me bake my under eyes before, hello, this is what we do. This is the Colourpop side. Baked. I haven't wiped away the bake yet. This is Kylie. All right, I'm gonna move on to the rest of my makeup, and then we will be back to see how this wears throughout the day. All right, so the rest of my makeup is done. Let's see what the concealer looks like on each eye. Right off the bat, I would say they look almost identical, but I do think the Kylie side looks smoother, and I feel like less of my under eye color is coming through. I feel like both sides look equally, I mean, they look fine. I wouldn't be able to tell a difference if I didn't really know that I had something different going on each side of my face. So there's that. So it looks like what I'm seeing, there are 15 shades in the Colourpop No Filter concealer. And Kylie has 30, so there are double the shades in Kylie. I don't know if you guys can see, but that is the shade range here. It gets pretty deep. From what I understand though, there aren't a ton of ranges of undertone in the deeper shades. So I'm going to go wear this throughout the night. It is currently, I just filmed another video, 8 p.m. So I've had this on for about an hour and a half now already, and it's looking great. Realistically, I'm probably gonna only have this on for another 4 hours if I stay up till midnight, which I imagine I will. All right, you guys, well, I will be back in a little bit to see how this is wearing. I can only imagine in about 4 hours it'll look exactly the same. I wish I could have done this earlier today. I should have not have been a lazy piece of shit. That's what it comes down to. I was literally on the couch. My dad got me this Sherpa throw blanket, and it's from Costco, and it's like a double-sided cushy squisher smush. It is the most squishy, comfortable blanket I think I've ever touched in my entire life. I can't get off the couch. My cats both got on it and immediately started making biscuits. They were both like, oh, fuck yeah. Literally, Snickers touched it with her paw and was like, Biscuit Central. We got some videos of it. And then Mad Eye too, he jumped on it and he was like, the fuck is it? Biscuits. And literally both are just like biscuit making cats 24/7 now. They live on that blanket, and I don't blame them because it is truly one of the most comfortable blankets I've ever touched in my life. It makes me not want to get off the couch. I woke up at 9 and I was like, perfect, I'm gonna start filming. When leisurely sat around for like 7 hours. So let you guys know how they held up throughout the night. I'm gonna look at it now. Let's see what time it is. It's 11:30 p.m. I am tired. I mean, to be honest with you, both sides look nearly identical. Honestly, I would say after the length of time I've been wearing it, which is only about 5 hours, maybe 5 or 6 hours, it looks fine. I mean, they both look exactly the same. So in that circumstance, given that this is how they look after like 6 hours, I truly don't see them breaking down and wearing differently that much throughout the day. I will give these Kylie concealers another try, but I don't see them being that different from Colourpop in the wearability. Even color, given how different they were, they don't look different under my under eyes. So I would say, I personally would go for Colourpop because they're not so different that it matters. You know what I mean? Like if the Kylie one looked so much better, I might be like telling you that it was worth it. Because the Colourpop is so similar and they look so similar at this mark of the day, it's hard to want to recommend that one to you given that there is such a similar dupe for so much less expensive out there. So it is a nice concealer. I wouldn't call it bad at all. Very similar to both of those other ones and performing exactly the same. So not bad. So far, so good. Hey guys, I just wanted to give you one final update on the Kylie concealers. I have been wearing them now for about a week and a half. We went to Vegas and we were there for 5 days, and I wore it for the 5 straight days we were there, wore it for the day beforehand for a few days. I have worn nothing but the Kylie concealers, I'd say for about a week and a half now. Of course, I'm not wearing any makeup right now. They're really good. Like, I really like them. So on my trip, I brought Shape Tape, Colourpop, and Kylie. And I just wanted to see what authentically I would grab for. I reached for them above all of my other ones. I find that I really like the size of them, the applicator, the colors, the blendability, the wearability. I like how dewy they are, but they also last really well. I found myself reaching for the Kylie concealers above both of my others. And I do have to say that I really like them. I didn't know if I was going to or not because the Colourpop is so much cheaper, but I do find that I like the undertones of the Kylie concealers better. They have like a, I would say like a more neutral undertone. They don't have so much pink as the Colourpop, which I do find that a lot of the Colourpop ones end up pulling really pink. Undertone of Kylie's are just really nice. I like them a lot. I have to just say overall, I really, really like them and would repurchase them. I also think that when comparing the two, initially the first day I bought them, I was like, oh, definitely go for Colourpop, where I still agree with that because I love Colourpop and will always love that concealer so much. If you are a medium to deep skin tone, you have so many more choices with Kylie because there are 30 colors in the range versus 15 in Colourpop. The colors get far deeper in Kylie. It's just, I would say if you have deeper skin tones, go with Kylie because you have more range. You can certainly try it with Colourpop and see if you're able to find something for your skin tone. And if you are, again, the Colourpop ones and the Kylie concealers, they have a very similar wear. They look almost identical. You'd be hard pressed to tell a difference if you were going in blind. The formula is beautiful, in my opinion. I wore it every single day. So in this picture that you guys see here that I just popped up on the screen, this is with the Kylie concealers. Every time that I was in Vegas out, Kylie, when I needed to spot conceal on a day that I wasn't wearing actual foundation, Kylie, and it did amazing. So really nice concealer. I really like it. A+ on color range too. I really think that coming out with 30 concealers initially, we have to celebrate the fact that brands are now recognizing that all skin colors are important. From the lightest of light to the deepest of dark, they need to come out with shades for everybody, and I do feel like you have a really good selection in these concealers. So I think I've tried them, like, I would say I've worn them at least 7 times since then. I've gotten a really good run of how they wear and everything, and yeah, they're fucking good. Sorry if my attitude's real weird today. I got like an amazing email yesterday, like the most exciting email. It's not a brand collab, so many people are asking that. I got like the most amazing email, and so I drank a whole bunch of champagne last night. Like, I was just so excited. I woke up with just the most blinding cluster headache this morning on the medication right now, and you can see I'm just like, I'm so out of it. Now back to 26th Kristi so she can close out the video. All right, and I hope you guys like this video on the Kylie concealers versus Colourpop. Tarte Shape Tape is $27 in US, so it's quite expensive. It's the most expensive of all of these. 0.338 fluid ounces. Colourpop is 0.14 fluid ounces, so about half. Kylie is 0.22. So Kylie's right in the middle. I have no issues whatsoever. It's right in between. I'd say they're all very similar in their finish and consistency, and I think that if you're looking for one with a really nice, inclusive, broad spectrum shade range, I think Kylie killed it with these. I truly do. This is my first Kylie product I've ever tried too. Didn't know that. I totally forgot. I've never tried anything from Kylie Cosmetics before. The brand doesn't intrigue me all that much as far as other launches that they've come out with. I like the packaging too. Packaging is very Dose of Colors-esque. I like it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys like this video. Let me know, are you gonna pick up any of the Kylie concealers, or have you tried Colourpop, Shape Tape, or what's your favorite concealer that you've ever tried? All right, well, I thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I put out new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Also, follow me on all my other social media stuff. Everything is RawBeautyKristi, so Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter. I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you at my next video. Bye!